One Piece finally returned with chapter 1081 recently, and it was a very intense chapter with some incredible developments, with a lot of incidents taking place on the pirate island as well as the winter island. The chapter was full of shocking moments for the fans to witness. As such, it is no surprise that fans have already turned their eyes to One Piece chapter 1082 in anticipation of answers to a lot of their questions. One Piece 1082 is going to be incredibly exhilarating if the past few chapters are anything to go by. The final saga has seen Oda step his game up, and the expectations for the next chapter are very high. Kazan fights back. One Piece chapter 1082 is most likely going to focus on the fight between GARP and Kazan. This fight began in the previous chapter shortly after GARP assaulted the pirates on the island. Immediately after, Kazan appeared and froze Hibari, and the confrontation between him and GARP finally began. While the former tried to freeze his mentor, it very clearly didn't work, and the latter retaliated with a powerful hockey-based attack named Blue Hole. It is very likely that this fight will continue in One Piece chapter 1082, and, this time, Aokiji will strike back. He is an incredibly powerful pirate right now, and as a former admiral as well as a student of GARP, it shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone to see him at a very high level. Any other commander of Blackbeard would not be able to contend with GARP. However, Aokiji certainly can, and the next chapter will likely demonstrate his abilities a bit more. Fans have already seen what he is capable of in the Paramount War. However, one aspect of his powers that has not been displayed so far is his awakened fruit abilities. Aokiji most likely has awakened his devil fruit, and it's very much likely that fans could get a glimpse of their first Logia awakening in the story with One Piece 1082. GARP takes a stand. GARP's fight against Kazan is likely not going to be an easy one for him. Although he is an old man, he is still very powerful, and he can surely hold his own against one Marine Admiral. Whitebeard, who was in a much worse physical condition, managed to fight 3 and, when enraged, he even defeated Akainu within a matter of seconds. It is likely that GARP will take a similar stand here. Fans saw Whitebeard do something similar during the Paramount War, where he, for the safety of his children, decided to take everything on by himself and allowed his crew a chance to escape. GARP could do something similar, only he wouldn't die like Whitebeard, thanks to his better physical condition. One Piece 1082 could also go deeper into the relationship between GARP and his student, Kazan. Oda has previously mentioned that he wants to draw a spin-off based on GARP, where he displays his interactions with various Marines, which also includes his students. As such, this is the perfect opportunity for him to dive deeper into that aspect of storytelling when it comes to GARP, and fans should brace themselves for incredibly emotional content pertaining to these two characters. The Egghead incident approaches. It has been quite a while since Oda has taken fans to Egghead Island. The last few chapters have been spent away from Egghead. For the most part, however, One Piece 1082 will most likely return to the island. The last time fans saw Egghead, York was revealed to be the traitor, and the Marines were knocking on the door of the island. At the same time, a Blackbeard ship was approaching Egghead Island. It is pretty clear that this ship consists of Katarina, Devon, and Lafitte. While it is unknown what their goal is at this point, it could very well be tackled in the next chapter of the story. More importantly, fans could get a look at the Navy unit approaching Egghead Island in One Piece chapter 1082. Oda previously teased the Egghead incident, which is known to be the greatest incident after the time skip of One Piece, about to go down in 1 day's time. The story is now moving towards that at a blazing speed, and, to see that come to fruition, the Marines will have to arrive on the island. This will then result in an all-out war breaking out between the Straw Hat Pirates and the Navy, and fans will see the group in action against the world government for the very first time since the Enies Lobby arc. Surely, this arc is going to be full of twists and turns, and, if the fights of Law and Kid are anything to go by, they're going to be incredibly intense. And in other news, Zoro's connection to Wano explained. One Piece manga and anime have been on a roll since it was one of the most hyped and watched anime last year, and its buzz is still going strong this year so far. The audience is particularly impressed by the writing and storytelling skills of the creator of One Piece, Eiichiro Oda. It is because of his storytelling skills that the audience of One Piece is pretty aware of the fact that its story only gets better every time there is a new arc in the story. This belief of the audience could be seen in the latest arc in the franchise called the Wano Country arc, which ended with Luffy becoming the newest Yonko after defeating the former Yonko, Kaido, the former captain of the Beast Pirates. The Wano Country arc was special for One Piece fans for numerous reasons, the biggest of them all being Zoro getting the limelight for once. Zoro got a decent amount of screen time and got to showcase his swordsmanship throughout the arc. Eiichiro Oda also teased fans with some information that possibly explored Zoro's relation to the Wano Country and gave some hints about his lineage. Even though the fans were able to grasp what little clues about Zoro's lineage were thrown towards them by Oda, things could only get confirmed after the latest SBS with Oda. Zorro's family history. In the latest SBS with Eiichiro Oda, Zoro's lineage and family tree were revealed by Oda. Oda hinted at Zoro's relation to Wano Country on numerous occasions, but kept these hints quite subtle. His swordsmanship skills and style were shown to be similar to that of the last daimyo of the Ringo region in the north of Wano, Shimotsuki Ashimaru. Apart from the sword-wielding style and skills, his appearance was also very much similar to Zoro. Fans had been speculating Ashimaru to be Zoro's father ever since his appearance in the anime. However, to their dismay, this was not the case. Even though Ashimaru is not Zoro's father, he has been confirmed to be related to Zoro by Oda, as disclosed in the SBS. Shimotsuki Ashimaru was known to be the last member of the Shimotsuki clan of Wano, until Oda revealed that Zoro is a descendant of the Shimotsuki clan, and perhaps even the last one. It was revealed in the SBS that a legendary swordsmith from Wano, Shimotsuki Kozaburo, came to East Blue boarding a ship that illegally left Wano Country approximately 50 years ago. As it turned out, he was not the only Shimotsuki clan member to have boarded that ship, as Shimotsuki Furiko, a female member of the clan and elder sister of Ashimaru, also left Wano. They settled in East Blue, and Kozaburo established his village called Shimotsuki. Furiko went on to marry a swordsman who went by the name of Roronoa Pinzoro, who is Zoro's grandfather. They had a son whom they named Roronoa Hirashi, and it would be feasible to speculate that he was also a strong swordsman like his father, since the Oda revealed that he died in a battle with pirates in the East Blue. However, the timestamp of this event has not been disclosed yet. Sometime before his battle with the pirates, he got married to Terra, about whom not much has been told by Oda. They eventually gave birth to a boy who is currently known as the Pirate Hunter Zoro, and is considered one of the best swordsmen in the world of One Piece. The rightful owner of Shisui. Since it has been confirmed that Zoro is Shimotsuki Ashimaru's descendant, it also confirms that he is also a legitimate descendant of the legendary samurai of Wano Country, who is also known as the God of Blade, Shimotsuki Ryuma. Even though Ryuma is speculated to have lived somewhat around the Void Century, he was first seen in the Thriller Bark arc as Gecko Moria stole his corpse and reanimated him. And he even fought Zoro, which is how Zoro ended up with Shisui. Shisui was wielded by Ryuma, and is one of the 21 great grade swords, and a black blade, which is considered to be the most powerful type of blade in One Piece. Zoro had Shisui until the Wano Country arc, as Hiyori requested him to return because it is believed to be a national treasure by the citizens of Wano. In return, he got one of Kazuki Oden's 2 swords, Enma. After the revelations from the SBS, it turns out Zoro is the rightful owner of Shisui, since he is Ryuma's descendant. Zorros Future. With Oda's storytelling, it seems like it was Zoro's fate to come to Wano, the country of ancestors, and it is evident because of various factors. The way Zoro was exploring the cities in Wano seemed like he had already known the places, even though it was his first time visiting Wano. Zoro was shown to be extremely powerful throughout the Wano Country arc. It can just be a mere coincidence that it was in the Wano Country arc that fans got to know that even Zoro can use Conqueror's Haki. Zoro is currently on his way to becoming even more powerful to face, and possibly defeat the #1 swordsman in One Piece, Dracula Mihawk. It would be a treat for the fans if Zoro ended up in Wano Country at the end of the franchise, as his story would come full circle at the home of his ancestors. That's a wrap for this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back with more amazing videos very soon.